Welcome, miladies of inestimable value. Money is a tool. You either use it to build your life or watch it build someone else's. For the Sigma female, every dollar is deliberate. Studies show that the average person spends over 90% of their income on things they don't actually need. But a Sigma female? She's not your average spender. Her financial habits are as enigmatic and intentional as her personality. She doesn't throw her money at trends, nor does she hoard it in fear. Instead, she maneuvers her finances like a chessboard, always thinking 5 steps ahead. And let's be honest, watching her spend is like watching a secret agent operate. No flashy moves, no unnecessary risks, but every action feels like it's part of a master plan. If money had a personality, it'd probably roll its eyes at how efficiently she uses it. Keep reading, because once you see how a Sigma female spends her money, you might just rethink how you spend yours. Number 1. Luxury is in the details. For a Sigma female, luxury isn't about shouting her success with loud logos or chasing fleeting trends. It's about creating a world where quality quietly speaks for itself. She doesn't care about impressing strangers or competing in the unspoken battle of who wore it best. Instead, her focus is on investing in items that serve a purpose, stand the test of time, and subtly elevate her life. She'll spend on handcrafted boots that mold to her feet, not just because they're comfortable, but because they'll last a decade while others are replacing theirs every season. Her home might feature bespoke furniture made to her exact specifications, not to show off, but because she knows how much better it feels to live in a space that reflects her essence. Even her gadgets follow this philosophy. While others race to buy the latest, flashiest tech, she opts for tools that genuinely enhance her efficiency or creativity. What sets her apart is her refusal to settle for mediocrity in the things she values. It's not about extravagance or indulgence, it's about precision. She'll buy fewer things, but each purchase is a deliberate investment, not just in objects but in experiences. That vintage coat she bought, it's not about being trendy. It's about how it feels against her skin and the memories she'll create while wearing it. This approach to spending creates a quiet confidence. She doesn't need external validation because every choice aligns with her principles. While others try to keep up with fleeting fads, she builds a foundation of understated elegance that doesn't require explanation. It's the kind of spending that whispers, "I know exactly who I am," without saying a word. Number 2. The arsenal of knowledge. A Sigma female treats education like a secret weapon, and her spending reflects this belief. She doesn't just invest in traditional degrees or mainstream courses, she dives deep into areas that fascinate her, often pursuing knowledge most people overlook or dismiss. To her, learning isn't about collecting certificates to hang on a wall. It's about sharpening her mind and gaining an edge that no one can take away. Her bookshelf isn't just full, it's curated. You'll find rare titles, obscure texts, and thought-provoking works that challenge her perspectives. She doesn't just read for the sake of it, she reads to grow, question, and innovate. Online, she's a regular in masterclasses, niche forums, and subscription-based learning platforms. Whether it's an advanced coding course, a deep dive into behavioral psychology, or even studying an ancient philosophy, she's constantly equipping herself with knowledge that feeds her curiosity and builds her expertise. What makes her spending on education unique is that it's never about keeping up with others. She doesn't care if her interests seem unconventional or if they don't immediately translate into financial gain. To her, the real return on investment is the ability to think critically, adapt quickly, and stay ahead of the curve. She's also not afraid to go beyond books and lectures. If a hands-on experience can teach her something new, like learning how to cook a foreign cuisine in its native country, or mastering a complex craft directly from an expert, she'll prioritize it. To her, education isn't a phase or a box to check off, it's a lifelong pursuit. This relentless hunger for knowledge is part of what makes her so unpredictable and intriguing. She's always learning, always evolving, and always staying ahead in ways that most people can't even see coming. Number 3. Health as a power play. A Sigma female understands that health isn't just a priority, It's the foundation of everything she wants to achieve. Her approach to spending on her well-being is thoughtful and intentional, not driven by gimmicks or the latest fitness trends. She doesn't throw her money at flashy gym memberships just for the Instagram clout, nor does she stockpile supplements she doesn't understand. Instead, she digs deep into what her body and mind truly need and spends wisely to maintain both. She might invest in personalized nutrition plans, working with professionals who help her understand how to fuel her body for long-term vitality. Organic produce, high-quality proteins, and nutrient-rich foods are staples in her diet, but not because she's trying to show off a clean-eating lifestyle. For her, it's about optimizing energy and mental clarity, ensuring she's always performing at her peak. Fitness is another area where she invests with precision. She's not chasing trends, she's chasing results. Whether it's Pilates, strength training, or martial arts, she'll spend on what genuinely makes her stronger, more focused, and more resilient. She's also willing to invest in tools that bring lasting benefits. Think ergonomic workspaces, state-of-the-art running shoes, or even wearable tech that tracks her progress. Her health spending doesn't stop at the physical. She knows the value of mental wellness and doesn't shy away from therapy, meditation retreats, or apps that help her stay centered. Sleep is sacred to her, so she'll spend on a top-tier mattress or blackout curtains if it means waking up fully recharged. For a Sigma female, health isn't a luxury, it's her greatest asset. By taking care of herself in such a deliberate way, she's ensuring that she can take on whatever life throws her way with strength, focus, and grace. Number 4, the quiet legacy builder. A Sigma female's approach to money is never about the here and now. While most people might spend to feel good in the moment, she's always thinking bigger, much bigger. Her financial strategy isn't just about comfort or security. It's about crafting a legacy that echoes beyond her lifetime. She's not interested in fleeting luxuries or status symbols. She invests in the things that hold real, lasting value. Her legacy isn't flashy. It's quiet and deliberate. She channels her resources into assets that appreciate over time, whether that's real estate that becomes a source of income or a portfolio of investments that continue to grow long after she's gone. Trusts and foundations are part of her plan, set up not just to pass on wealth, but to shape the future in a way that reflects her values. She might fund scholarships for young artists, support initiatives that align with her passions, or help startups with potential to change industries. Each dollar she spends with this mindset is an investment in something that will outlast her own lifetime, serving as a reminder of her vision and impact. She doesn't talk about her plans or make grand announcements. That's not her style. Instead, she lets her choices speak for themselves. Where others might splurge on designer labels or over-the-top vacations, she's funding something bigger, something that will make a difference long after the present moment fades into history. To her, real wealth is about more than just money. It's about leaving behind something that has real meaning, a legacy that whispers to the world, "I was here and I changed things." Number 5, the long game of style. A Sigma female's approach to style is a masterclass in intentionality. Her wardrobe isn't a chaotic mess of fleeting trends or fast fashion hauls. Instead, it's a carefully curated collection of pieces that transcend time, adapt to multiple occasions, and align with her no-nonsense philosophy. To her, clothing isn't just fabric. It's a quiet extension of who she is, sophisticated, purposeful, and effortlessly magnetic. When she spends on clothes, it's with precision. A tailored blazer that fits her perfectly, a pair of well-crafted leather boots, or a classic little black dress. Each item is chosen for its ability to be worn 100 ways without losing its charm. She's not swayed by seasonal hype or flashy designer logos. Instead, she seeks quality craftsmanship and timeless silhouettes, ensuring her investments last longer than a passing fashion cycle. Her wardrobe is all about versatility. A silk blouse might take her from a business meeting to an evening out, while a well-constructed trench coat adds polish to any outfit. She's also a master of subtle details, fine stitching, rich textures, and a perfect cut. Things most people wouldn't notice, but that make all the difference to her. What makes her style captivating is its quiet confidence. She doesn't need to overdo it with accessories or overthink her outfits. Instead, she opts for an effortlessly put-together look that always leaves an impression. Her clothes don't scream for attention, they demand respect. By playing the long game of style, a Sigma female shows that true elegance doesn't fade with time. Her wardrobe is more than just fashion, it's a reflection of her values. Quality over quantity, purpose over noise, and authenticity over performance. Number 6. Breaking the rules of giving. A Sigma female redefines the art of giving by breaking all the unspoken rules about how it should be done. She's not the type to plaster her name on donation plaques or post hashtag-filled photos of her charity work. Her generosity operates in the shadows, where it's authentic and meaningful, rather than a spectacle for applause. To her, giving is a deeply personal act, something that should have impact, not just optics. When she donates to a cause, it's usually anonymous. She isn't interested in accolades or public recognition. Instead, she focuses on the ripple effect of her actions, whether it's funding an education program for underprivileged kids or quietly paying off someone's medical bills. She ensures her contributions make a tangible difference. Her giving is strategic, thoughtful, and often directed at the kind of causes that align with her values or personal experiences. Her generosity doesn't stop at money. A Sigma female gives her time, energy, and expertise where it truly matters. If she sees potential in someone, she'll mentor them behind the scenes, offering wisdom and guidance without expecting anything in return. She's the kind of person who helps others rise without ever needing to take credit for it. This approach to giving is as unconventional as it is powerful. While others may seek validation through public philanthropy, she stays true to her principles, proving that the most impactful acts of generosity don't need an audience. For her, giving isn't about the giver, it's about genuinely transforming lives. By doing it her way, she ensures her kindness is not only sincere but also far more enduring than any fleeting moment of applause. Number 7. Investing in her passions, not hobbies. A Sigma female doesn't treat her passions like passing fancies. When she spends money, it's not on hobbies designed to fill a lazy afternoon or give her something trendy to talk about at social gatherings. Instead, she invests deeply and intentionally in pursuits that genuinely light her up inside. Her spending isn't casual. It's a reflection of the things that give her life meaning, purpose, and joy. If she loves music, she doesn't just buy a generic guitar to strum for a week and forget. She'll hunt down a rare, handcrafted instrument that resonates with her style and commitment. If cooking is her thing, she's not settling for a basic cookbook. She'll enroll in an advanced culinary course, maybe even travel to learn from the masters. Her choices might seem extravagant to some, but to her, they're calculated investments in what matters most. She doesn't care about fleeting trends or picking up hobbies just because they're popular on social media. That pottery wheel everyone's raving about? She'll pass unless creating ceramics has a deeper pull for her. But if she's passionate about photography, she won't hesitate to buy a top-tier camera and the lenses that bring her vision to life. Her spending aligns with her values: quality, depth, and sustainability. She doesn't buy things she'll outgrow in a month. She invests in tools and experiences that keep her engaged for years. This approach not only keeps her grounded, but also allows her to grow and excel in her chosen passions. For a Sigma female, spending isn't about indulgence. It's about fueling the fire inside her, ensuring her passions aren't just pastimes, but integral parts of her identity and happiness. Number 8, the I'll Never Need You Fund. For a Sigma female, financial independence is more than just a smart strategy. It's a declaration of self-sufficiency. Her emergency fund isn't a modest stash of cash for minor inconveniences. It's a fortress. She builds it with the precision of someone who knows the value of freedom and the dangers of relying on anyone else to secure it. To her, this fund isn't just about being prepared. It's a symbol of her autonomy and resilience. Every dollar she saves for this fund comes with a purpose. It's not just there to cover the unexpected car repair or a surprise medical bill. It's there to give her the confidence to walk away from anything that doesn't serve her. Toxic job? She's out. Manipulative relationships? Goodbye. She keeps this financial buffer so robust that she never has to compromise her values, freedom, or peace of mind just to make ends meet. But this fund also carries an unspoken message to the world: I'll never need you. It's her way of dismantling any assumptions that she might rely on someone else for her survival. No patronizing partners, no nosy relatives offering conditional help, and definitely no society telling her to settle down for security. Her fund is her silent rebellion against these outdated expectations. Building such a safety net takes discipline, but she sees it as non-negotiable. She cuts out frivolous spending on things that don't align with her goals, redirecting those resources into her fund instead. And while others might view it as overpreparedness, she sees it as power, a quiet yet unmistakable assurance that her life remains entirely on her terms, no matter what storms may come. Number 9. No price tag on independence. For a Sigma female, independence is priceless, and she's willing to pay whatever it takes to protect it. While others might hesitate or take the more traditional route, she makes choices that lock down her freedom without question. Her financial decisions are driven by one principle: no one should ever have leverage over her, not in life and not in her choices. She doesn't just work to fund an extravagant lifestyle. She works to be untethered. That means paying off her mortgage years ahead of schedule, cutting down on interest payments and freeing herself from the grip of a bank. It's not about living in a palace or a showy house. It's about the quiet power of knowing that her home is truly hers, with no strings attached. When she's behind the wheel of her car, it's not leased or financed. She owns it outright. There's no debt looming over her or monthly payments dictating her cash flow. This isn't a pursuit for show. It's a calculated move towards self-sovereignty. The money she spends on these big-ticket items is an investment in her peace of mind. It's the freedom to walk away from a job that doesn't respect her or a relationship that no longer serves her. It's knowing she can make decisions based on her own desires, not because she's bound by a financial obligation or dependent on someone else's help. She prioritizes investments that secure this independence because to her, nothing is more valuable than the ability to say, "I don't need you." It's a silent power move that ensures she remains the only one holding the keys to her life, her choices, and her freedom. Number 10. The art of controlled splurging. For a Sigma female, splurging isn't about flaunting wealth or seeking validation. It's about meaningful experiences that enrich her life and soul. When she decides to indulge, it's with intention and purpose. You won't see her mindlessly chasing the latest trends or filling her home with items that lose their appeal the moment they're unwrapped. Instead, she invests in moments that leave an imprint, like a solo trip to a remote destination or a once-in-a-lifetime concert under the stars. These aren't frivolous expenses, they're investments in the kind of stories she'll tell and memories that will sustain her long after the cost is forgotten. A Sigma female knows that true wealth comes from experiences that can't be bought or replicated, ones that shape who she is and fuel her sense of independence. The return on this kind of splurging is immeasurable. It's a way of nurturing her creativity, her perspective, and her understanding of the world around her. When she steps onto that plane or invests in a rare workshop that sparks her passion, it's not about impressing anyone, it's about impressing herself. It's about proving that she has the freedom to choose what makes her feel alive, unburdened by the pressure to conform or meet external expectations. This kind of spending redefines what it means to splurge. For the Sigma female, indulging is an art form, a deliberate act that says, "This moment is mine, and it's worth every penny." In the end, how a Sigma female spends her money is a testament to who she is: calculated, strategic, and fiercely independent. Each dollar she allocates is a deliberate move in the larger game of life, a step toward building a life that's uniquely her own. Whether it's investing in her passions, securing her independence, or laying the groundwork for a legacy that transcends her lifetime, her financial choices speak volumes about her mindset. She understands that money is not just currency, it's the tool that allows her to write her own story without compromise or compromise. While others are caught up in the pursuit of instant gratification and status symbols, she's focused on long-term empowerment and freedom. Her spending is not flashy or reckless, it's purposeful and empowering. She spends in ways that amplify her autonomy, nurture her growth, and create a world where she's the architect, not just a player. Ultimately, the way a Sigma female handles her money is a reflection of her values, independence, strength, and an unwavering commitment to her own vision. She's not bound by trends or expectations. She's building a future that is all her own. And when she looks at the life she's created, one that's free, fulfilling, and entirely in her control, she knows that the real wealth is not just what's in her bank account, but what's in her spirit. It's a legacy of self-reliance, a testament to the power of a woman who knows exactly what she wants and spends in ways that ensure she always has it. If you enjoyed diving into the world of how a Sigma female spends her money and uncovering the secrets behind her financial independence, then don't miss out on more content like this. Hit that subscribe button and join our community of like-minded individuals who value depth, strategy, and empowerment. Trust me, you won't want to miss the next chapter in the journey of mastering life, money, and everything in between. Give us a follow, and let's keep the conversation going. Your future self will thank you.